Hello, everyone. Hi. I am joined with more people today. So today is day 5, I want to say, of reading sprints every day. Going strong. This is actually my second set of reading sprints today because I was on someone else's channel. Very productive. But anyways, if you don't know who I am Elise. And if you two want to just introduce yourself real quick.
Hi, I am Charlie. I'm from Bookish Raider. I am also an autistic creator on here. So I'm somewhat representing, and I don't know if you want to go this far, but I'm reading things a week. So
Yay.
That's on my TBR for real soon because I'm trying to work my way through all the autistic books currently in existence because it's a sadly short list. So yeah, I am Lily. I am from Literary Lily, and I mean, kind of similar to Charlie, I talk books and I talk autism. So yeah, that is kind of like the blend. And I'm going to be attempting to read Graceling. I'm a very late joiner to Graceling Along. And I've got to read this before August because I have a readathon in August and this won't work. And the live show's at the end of July, but I'm like 12 pages in. So we'll see how that goes.
Lily, I bought Graceling a million years ago when I was like 12. Never read it, but your cover is much prettier.
Yeah,
I feel like the UK covers for fantasies often are prettier.
I was about to say, I think I saw Ashley from a frolic through fiction. If words weren't so damn hard, was hosting that, and I think she's reading a book a month. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. The first book was supposed to be finishing this month, and I only acquired it like last week. So I am now trying to like catch up quickly, but I haven't read a fantasy in literal months, so it's really hard going for me.
Anyways, Lily and Charlie are both YouTubers, booktubers, so you should definitely check them out. I am like discreetly checking right now. I feel like I put your Twitter usernames and not your booktube channels, so I can change that. But I've been doing so many things at once. But yeah, and Charlie is also hosting a paranormal themed readathon in August, which I'll also be taking part in, so you all should check that out. I think we're also going to have a couple more guests today. I don't know where they are yet. I think a couple are going to be late, so perhaps we'll just have them on here when they show up. And I'm like really quickly checking that I told this person the right time because yeah, I had a couple oopsies today getting this live show together. I mean, like I like straight up just forgot to include someone, just not a good time. Hello, thanks for stopping by. I see some people who have stopped by for the second time today. Hi, hello. Hi again, Lauren. I am well. Good to know. I've been wanting to read that too.
Oh, this is my umpteenth time reading the book. I found it really. If you couldn't tell by the tabs that I have in the book.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
I just found it I just found it really relatable personally. So yeah. And
I was like that with Show Us Who You Are by Elle McNichol. I had to stop tabbing because I ran out of tabs and I was only like 100 pages in and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
The best thing, though.
The author herself is also autistic, so that, and also queer. So if you want to read it in Pride Month as well, it's perfectly relevant.
Nice.
And I think any of her books, or at least any of her contemporary, would count for anything Pride related. So
awesome. I just realized I forgot to say what I'm reading. I'm reading Thick and Other Essays. If you're doing the Body Readathon, this is one of our group reads. However, as the creator, I may or may not have chosen this as a group read because it's required summer reading for me. But we're just gonna it's nonfiction. It's like
okay, but work smarter, not harder. You're doing the right thing.
It's about feminism, body image, beauty. Also, we have another guest. Hello, Kat.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. Feel free to just quickly introduce yourself if you want to.
I'm Kat. I'm I do booktube over at KD Reads Books, and today I'm going to be reading A Darker Shade of Magic as one of my book reads.
Seems to be a popular one. I also forgot to mention, and if I get through some of that book, I'm also going to be reading a graphic novel called Illegal. Yeah.
I also might either be reading The Great Alone or Lost in Book. So,
Are you even a reader if you're not reading a million books at once?
I know, right?
I know, like a couple of days ago, I finished a book that I went on my Goodreads to mark it as finished, and then I was like transferring the date start and date read for my core pal spreadsheet, and I started it in April. And that's how long it had been on my currently reading shelf, and I was like, oh god.
Lily also hosts this readathon for Pixar related stuff. It's called the Pixar-a-thon, right?
Yeah.
And I did at one time co-host it with her. And a book that I read, or I had, it was our group read for the Pixar-a-thon. It's still on my currently reading shelf. So
I'm trying to remember if I read my group read for that or not. I can't even remember what mine was, because that was the Toy Story one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Toy Story one. I refuse to take it off my currently reading until I finish it.
Mood.
Okay. 2 chapters into Ace of Spades. I've heard nothing but good stuff.
I really want to read Ace of Spades.
Me
It's been on my TBR forever, and now it's got I'm pretty sure it's a new cover, like with the red and the two faces on it. But
yeah, that's what I've seen. And I've got a Graceling fan. Hold on, we have another person. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Feel free to introduce yourself real quick if you want to.
My name is Wolf. So I'm in bed. And
Okay.
I'll be reading the X-Talk.
Yay. I love the X-Talks cover.
Me too. And I love the book. I'm finishing.
Oops, I put on. Hello, hi. Hi, Mori. Mori was supposed to be with us today, but I don't think she can make it, so I will send you some hearts back. May the best man win. I also have been wanting to read that. Ex-boyfriends competing for prom queen.
Adding to my wish
Never
list
heard
now.
of that one.
That
That sounds great, but I have not heard of it.
I just am a sucker for like illustrated covers. Awesome, awesome. Oh, hello, hi.
Hey.
All right. So I mentioned this too. I don't remember if I mentioned this when I was live or not, but I have to go in maybe like an hour-ish because someone's bringing me lunch. So, but I think we're gonna do, I forgot what I said, 15-minute sprints if that works for everyone. Now I have to remember how to share my screen. Is it shared? Did I do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and if you guys don't mind, here's another one. House of Salt and Sorrow. That sounds like a very fantasy title.
That's one I really want to read, but I think that's the one that's like meant to be really dark.
Oh, is it?
I can't remember.
I think that's like the 12 Dancing Princesses retelling.
Oh,
that's
Don't
the
quote
one.
me on that.
Yeah.
I do have a distracting timer today. It's slightly less distracting. It has like clouds, but you all don't mind us starting. Wait, why is it says, I thought that said 45 minutes. You all don't mind us starting soon so we can get some stuff in, or I have to skedaddle. All right, so we're going to do 15 minutes, and I guess starting now? Yes? Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. 15 minutes, go. And that was our first 15 minutes. Ignore the exercise bike. Oh, ow, I just hit my knee. Sorry. Chaos in this channel, as per usual. How did we all do? I did not pay attention to how much I read.
Neither did I.
Never do.
I think I read about 10 pages. It was a chapter, but yeah, about 10 pages, I think.
I got 12 and got my rescue dog to stop trying to eat my daughter's friend. So, that was a success.
Ray Bear. I've heard
great things about Ray Bear, yeah.
Hello. I've not heard of this book, but I'm interested to hear what you think of it so far. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry the first thing you had to hear was me hitting my knee on my table. Ooh, Harry by Stephen King. I don't know if I could read horror.
Stephen King's very well known in like the horror paranormal genre.
Yeah, I watched the movie Carrie and I liked it. But... Let's see. Hi, you made it. Hello. 3 pages, solid. I support. 20 pages. 14 pages. 40 pages. Oh my goodness. Pretty impressive.
Wow.
I did a live show with someone a couple hours ago and they're like, I read 57 pages. And I was like, what? But it turns out it was a graphic novel.
Oh, I was just thinking the only way I could read that fast is if it was a graphic novel.
Yeah, I keep hearing it's like fantastic for a YA book. I made that sound like YA books aren't good. I almost only read YA.
I know, because I read some of their adult books, but I know, In the Holidays and, The Honeymooners are pretty quick, so.
Yeah.
My God.
I thought that was music for a second.
No, that was a freaking motorcycle.
I love it when they drive through and they're trying to be loud because they think it makes them look cool.
No one thinks they're cool, let's be real.
And now that was
right.
a garbage truck.
Honestly, I prefer books when their pages are short. I like to be able to fly through books. I hate when it's like a big chunk of text on a book.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like finishing the book is like one of the most satisfying parts. And if I can finish multiple books in one day, I'm like, yes, this is a good day. So I at the moment I'm always like eyeing up my really thin like romance novels. I'm like, yes, you're next.
Or I love reading middle grade because a lot of times the audiobooks are like 4 hours long and I'll listen to it at 2 times speed. Like 2 hours for a book, I got that.
I can't listen to it faster than 1.35 speed.
I will listen to it at 3 times speed, but I'm not saying I'm comprehending much. But
I
can
don't know.
do 2
on the
times, but I have to
narrator
build
for
my
me.
way up.
Yeah.
I don't
If
even
I'm
know
familiar
how
with the narrator, I can go up to like a 2. But if it's a new to me narrator, I have to start super slow.
mm-hmm.
My standard is like 1.5, I think. And then if I'm getting like some narrators, I have to put on 2 because they're so slow.
Yeah.
Robin Hobb's books are narrated that way. It's like, my God, can you talk faster?
I'm listening to A Court of Thorns and Roses right now, and she literally talks like this. And I'm like, 2 times speed.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier, and they said that it depends on what kind of accent the person has. So if like we both have American accents, so if it's like an American author, we can listen to it really fast. But anyone else, you have to listen to it slow, otherwise you can't comprehend.
I was just being used to American accents.
Yeah, reading a bunch of middle grades is very satisfying. It makes you feel like you're very productive.
or doing a vlog.
One of my favorite audiobooks is the School of Music Craft. It's called Mistwick School of Music Craft, and it's a middle grade. It's so good. because it's like it's produced with like music in the background and stuff because that's the magic that they use.
Oh, that's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
I actually listened to the audiobook of one of Gail Carriger's books. I think it was I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But I know it has to do with like a boarding school or something like that. Like the name of it's blanking at the moment, but I think I read it for like the Supernatural thon when that was going on from Steph Loves and all that. And I thought that was pretty good. So
One thing I've been noticing, because I've been trying to read 31 books for the whole month of July, so I've been reading a lot of shorter books to get through them. I've noticed a lot of middle grade is so dark and deep. It catch me crying at work while reading a middle grade book. It made me sad. The breathy narrator.
Oh no. I used to listen to steamy romance novel audiobooks and like I mean I say used to, I still do, but I used to read them seriously, whereas now I'm just like, this is funny to me, and I don't know how I did it, because like the one I'm reading has like a male narrator and he's literally like this low, and everything he says has to be sexy. Like it'll just be, we went to the coffee shop to get coffee, and he does it like really sexy, and you're like, bro, calm down.
Have you heard of? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Have you heard of the Ice Barbarian series? I feel like I'm just now finding out about this, but like everybody knew about it for some reason. So it's steamy sci-fi romance with, you know, big blue aliens. It's fun. It's fun. But the narrator's
You're not selling it to me.
I can't. Well, it's something else. Something else. And the audiobooks are like 5 hours long. So I just like binged a bunch of them, and I was like, "This is fun."
I don't like reading adult romances audiobooks because I listen to my audiobooks so fast that some scenes where they're trying to be like all sexy and serious, they sound like little chipmunks with the audio. I'm like,
sexy chipmunks.
I kind of started listening to audiobooks, and I got my mom into listening to that as well, and she thinks it's the same. She thinks it sounds like a freaking mouse. So I'm just like, I can listen, although I listen to it perfectly fine at like 1.35. She's like, I don't like it, change it. I'm like, okay, calm down.
I was listening to one. I was listening to one once when my boyfriend was staying, and like most of the time I listened to them through my headphones, but then I needed to do my hair, so I had to play it out loud while I did my hair, and I was listening to it on 2 times speed, and he literally just walked into the room and was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm listening to an audiobook, and he's like, how do you understand this? And I was like, it's only 2 times speed.
I feel like it's hard to understand audiobooks when you're playing them out loud, though, instead of like earbuds. Like I always have to listen to it slower when doing it out loud.
That doesn't bother me that much personally, like whether I'm listening to it with or without headphones.
And then thank you for bringing this up. I think you said that was on Twitter, right? In the other live show. But yeah, oh, it does say Twitter right there in the comment. Yeah, if you all are looking for new books, yes, middle grade can get deep. Middle grade like consistently makes me sob.
You know, I think it's appropriate for the age group though, and I'm showing my age here, but I've got 2 middle schoolers, and they are dark. They get like, there's some stuff that comes out of their mouth that's like, wow, adult context makes that super weird. So I think it's natural to like explore that side of things whenever you're that age. So it makes sense that that's where the fiction is.
Yeah, I know, because I'm currently reading the Dead Zone from Stephen King, because I saw the TV show. I was like, oh, there's a book from Stephen King, and one of the characters that abused would pretty much kick the dog, and kind of, and I'm just like, okay, I hate that. Okay, I automatically despise that character.
I think Guys, I'm going 2 different topics. This is hilarious. Listening to smut in front of your family because they can't understand it at that speed. But on a totally different note, I feel like one thing that makes middle grade so emotional when you read it as an adult is you get those heavy topics, but you see it from this like childlike, innocent perspective, and you're like, okay, that hurts a bit.
Yeah,
If we're
those
like talking
situations are.
about the, oh sorry, you
Go
go.
ahead. Nope.
No, you're responding to Elise, whereas I'm going back to the audiobook conversation.
Not a live
um,
show when I'm accidentally or over talking.
I used to when I was at uni, I used to listen to these sexy romance books out loud through a speaker because I managed to figure out the loudest I could play it without anyone else in the flat being able to hear it, because I didn't like wearing headphones at that point, so I didn't have comfy headphones. And I don't know where I got that confidence from, but yeah, I used to play on full on like erotica audiobooks out loud in my dorm room.
I love that for you. This is very true. I used to I didn't start listening to audiobooks like a year ago. I feel like you have to train yourself to listen
Yeah.
to them.
I
It's a
don't
different
like it.
headspace.
No. And I only listen them on Spotify as well because it's free. Well, free. I have a Spotify premium. You cannot change the speed. It's always one. And it's a bit too slow. But still, I can't follow it. I don't know.
It's so annoying whenever you are listening on a player that doesn't let you adjust the speed.
Mm,
I literally won't
just
listen if I
get
can't.
on with it.
yeah.
I really struggle with the NetGalley one because when you speed up on the NetGalley's app, it doesn't adjust for because like when you speed up on Audible, it adjusts it so they don't sound like chipmunks quite so much. Whereas in NetGalley, they don't have that level of technology, and it just makes it sound so bad. So when I now don't request audiobooks through NetGalley because I can't listen to them.
Agreed. Yeah, and also NetGalley, sometimes they don't have like human beings or narrating the book. It's like this. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not an audiobook
so
galley, but they
weird.
pretend it is.
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't understand that at all.
So
It's not an arc.
Such a synthetic voice. That's how they market it. But it really distracts from the story. Like I always bring up as an example, Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I know everyone loves that book. I gave it 2 stars, and I think it's just because of the audiobook. I hated it.
Oh my gosh. I need you to reread it because
I
love
own
that
it.
trilogy.
I want to reread it. I own the book. But like the audiobook, for some reason, and again, I was listening to it sped up, the narrator just sounded like an old woman. And the characters in that book were not. And she made their voices like all high pitched and annoying. And it was already a high pitched sound because of the sped up scenes or sped up volume, sped up whatever I'm trying to say. But like, I don't know. It genuinely annoyed me. I've never had that experience with an audiobook where like it was painful to listen to it. All right. If anyone has anything else to say, otherwise, you all want to try another sprint? Okay.
Sounds good.
I make this so complex for myself by unsharing my screen every time. I could just not share my screen. I could just say 15 minutes, but this one's pink. We're doing the pink one. Sorry, I got excited. All right, so another 15 minutes featuring a pink timer this time. It's actually kind of purple. It's starting now. Okay, just kidding. Don't mind me changing it. It's moving. I'm going to be staring at it the whole time. All right, and that was another, I don't know what we just did, 15 minutes, I think. Once again, I don't know how much I read, but today I started at like page 40 of this book, and now I have 20 pages left. So definitely recommend. This is very good. It's very heavy, though. It has like every heavy topic known to man. Very good.
All I know is that I'm 30% of the way through my book, so.
I got 10 pages that time.
Awesome.
I have 10 pages left. So things are happening.
I think I read another like 15 pages, another few chapters, and like I feel like I'm finally getting to that point now at the beginning of a fantasy where I'm starting to settle in, which is nice. It's starting to feel less like overwhelming.
Awesome.
Darker Shade is all set up right now, and it's a lot to take in.
8 pages. Awesome. I think I actually read this entire sprint without getting distracted. That'd be a first.
That's impressive.
26 pages. 11 pages. 20 pages. How do you all remember where you started?
I've got my bookmark
I need
there.
to add that to my Goodreads right now. Lauren, is that like a new book? Well, I guess I'm about to see. Look it up on Goodreads.
I am probably gonna head out so I can eat.
Oh, that's okay. I'm probably going to end it in a few minutes anyways. But thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
It was nice to be with you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Don't mind my knee here. I couldn't feel like a normal person for too long. I will definitely add that to my Goodreads.
Historical fantasy, okay.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Train wreck characters.
Yes, that's the only way to do it. Let's do it. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I do too, Allie. I put my bookmark, like after I turn the page, I put my bookmark where I left off.
So much more smart than what I've been doing, which is just reading, I guess.
I just remember. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
I can't remember anything.
Sorry, I guess it's just me that's struggling here.
Okay. The City Beautiful, only 61 people have rated it.
Wow.
Maybe I'll be number 62 if I get to it.
What book is it?
The City
This
Beautiful.
The City.
Oh, The City Beautiful.
It's a hidden gem.
They got pretty good reviews.
Oh, the cover is beautiful.
I'm so guilty of just solely judging with some of their covers. So good.
And also, I don't know anything about this book. Only one person who said that it's good, and I'm adding it to my TBR. I'm not reading the synopsis or anything. Just it's fine.
It has a little I don't know what they're called when they do the little quotes, like little blurb thingy by authors. I think it's called blurb. But it's by Dahlia Adler. I don't know if that's her last name. But she wrote Cool for the summer, but also she has like some database for LGBT books. And I don't know why I'm promoting her right now, but Greed, beautiful cover. Yeah, me all the time.
That's impressive.
Same.
In one go. Okay.
Oh wait, it's not out yet?
Is it not?
Oh, October 2021.
Okay.
That's why it's only 61 ratings. That would make much more sense. Well, awesome. I will read it in October then. Anyone, I don't think I have time for another sprint. So if anyone has anything else they want to drop in the comments, feel free.
This was fun.
Yeah, thank you all for joining me. Sorry again, I had to cut it short, but cut it short as if I don't usually do an hour.
It's nice to have short ones sometimes because like I sometimes will be on sprints and they'll be like, oh, we're gonna go for like 5 hours. I'm like, what? So sometimes it's nice just to have shorter ones.
I know. I kind of like when I'm posting it because I like to end them early, and everyone else, I swear, they do like 3 hours minimum. And first of all, my brain cannot focus for that long, but also my laptop fan goes off aggressively at the 1 hour mark. So.
Yeah, 2 hours is like my ideal, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually do 1 hour, but 2 hours would probably be nice if my laptop can stay on for that long.
That's agreed. I like hour ones because it feels less pressurized though. Like I don't feel guilty for not reading loads because I was just chilling.
I guess we read for like half the time, but also it's just nice to talk to people.
Yeah, I always feel guilty in like the long sprints when everyone's like, I finished 2 books. I'm like, I read 50 pages in these 5 hours.
People read whole books during sprints?
yeah. This is why I'm like, I like the short ones because I don't feel like I have to read a whole book.
Yeah, if anyone does sprints for over an hour, I'm so sorry. I can't stay the whole time.
And then there's people who will do like 24 or 48 hour readathons. And they're like, I read 13 books. And I'm like, I read 5 chapters and then slept.
Or like I can do it when I'm really into a book. Like at the weekend, I was reading Project Hail Mary, and I basically just sat in my boyfriend's living room for about 4 hours straight, just reading it. But that's because I was like really into the book. I can't just randomly be like, this weekend I'm going to do that, because I have to be really loving the book to be able to sit and read for that long.
Yeah, I did that with Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. I just like sat and read it.
That book was so good.
The shorter chapters too helped it to be super speedy, but and the thriller, I like thrillers.
Tiffany D. Jackson. So good.
I did that with Evelyn Hugo.
Can you not?
Which book did you say, Bo?
Evelyn Hugo. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
I
need to read that
book.
I lied to
I
myself.
read it like a few years ago. It's super popular now, but yes, just yes.
I read it a couple years ago too. I gave it 5 stars, but I don't think I liked it as much as I did. Anyways, I think that might be it for us. But thank you all for joining. I had a good time. You all on my channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Sorry, I had to yawn.
That's okay. But yeah, I hope you all have a good day or night or whatever time it is in your time zone. I am off to lunch. But
Bye.
bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good day or night again.